Hi, welcome to episode 70 of the Evil Sect. I'm Icon and today we will dive through further developments of Shan. We want to look at the powers of a demigod, and between all that I've come to the decision that I want to start rebirthing more of my core cultivators because I really feel like there's so much more to explore, so let's go for it. Also, I wanted to say thank you so much for your very helpful comments on the last episode. A lot of things have become way clearer for me, and that's highly appreciated. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. And I think then, let's see, maybe pick a few skills for Shan. And let's get right into that. So, one thing that really was interesting to know was that somebody mentioned that the attainment tribulation did yield a subspirit. I didn't know. I don't know if it's really a thing or if I had the subspirit on him before. I need to prove that. I'm not sure about that. I really wanted to check that out, but what was way more important to me was that I had a really helpful comment regarding chi power, or how is it called again here? Chi capacity of artifacts. Because I was constantly wondering, is a high chi capacity good or bad? Because a lot of people prefer low amounts of chi on their weapons, and I don't know how many episodes ago I had a discussion about the preference above Sword Ultima and Self Sword, because Self Sword was supposed to be weaker because of the max chi bonus of the artifact, whereas Sword Ultima was considered to be better because it only has artifact power and no other chi bonus. Well, when two cultivators fight with each other, they fight until the artifacts are depleted of chi. You see the artifacts get displayed below the cultivator here. And once they are empty, they return back to the cultivator to refill with chi. And that means the more chi your artifact has, the longer you can stay in the offense. The person that has the higher chi capacity, considering everybody both have the same damage output, the higher chi capacity will overpower the other guy because he will stay longer on the offense. Whereas low chi amounts are really good to tank over, how's it called again? Overkill damage. Because the game doesn't work with the overkill damage. It's just like if 50k chi damage womp into a 1k artifact, 49k of that damage just get lost in transition. So what remains clear, well, that thing come here, is that there's not really a clear answer to that question. Like there's no this is best or that is best. It's just not how this works. Oh, that beastie got just butchered by my doggo. So, long story short, what I was trying to say, for really powerful builds, the comment pointed out that you want to have a high chi capacity. If you really want to center everything around the artifact fighter, then high chi capacity on the artifacts is good. Leaves me open to the question, how do spellcasting formations work? Do they work that much differently? And so on and so forth. But that's another day's topic. I don't want to worry about too many things at once. Okay, let's create some more offcuts because I grew bored of the stone floors here. Some more dark steel offcuts. I really like those. They look badass. Okay, let's check this out. So Shan is completely out of inspiration. So there's not really anything for him to select right now. There are just low amounts of belief available everywhere. 2 million here. I wish there would be an overview screen for the amount of belief you have gathered across your agencies. It's a pain to manage that like this. But, well, you know, good old ACS. So yeah, I could fetch up myself a few million, but that wouldn't get us too far. He already has that much attainment, like 462. Bang. So, because I already expected that to happen like this, I wanted to try if Nyanjun wasn't able to use her sub-spirit for something, and, well, I wanted to try to learn any of these skills up to a higher level and to try out how it works to solidify that via sub-spirit on an item, because I have to learn that at some point. Heavenly Radiance. That's luck 20% bonus. It's really good. But I don't think that's something I really want to implement into my permanent build. So here we go. Spell power bonus plus several %1000%. Chi cost bonus reduction, pretty powerful. But I'm pretty sure you only want to learn those highest tier things with sub-spirit points. So let's try it. I mean, give me a sec. So Nyanjun is not really the most intelligent person, but her luck stat is, well, she's not per se a good spellcaster. That's all I want to say. So let's try and solidify this skill, even though it's not smart to do this, because this is just a study object and I don't want to dive into spellcasting on this run too deep. I'm already busy enough figuring out how it works to fight with artifacts. Okay, now Nyanjun was done with all these things. Let's check out what we can do. Where was that menu again? Here, primordial. No, what is primordial soul? One day I will find that out too. I mean, most of those things are already not a mystery anymore. Okay, we're getting there. Fire bath pants. Let's make it the lucky fire bath pants. So, cultivational properties. What's that? So, Chi Shield, skills, manuals, stats, special. That's not really what I want. Spells related, artifacts related, barrier related, alchemy related. Cultivation epiphany to the equipment. So let's check out Sean's menu. It might be more insightful. So let's see. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Insufficient state of primordial spirit. So now the question remains, what does that mean? Do I need more sub-spirit points for that? Or do I need to achieve something else? Well, I'd say I'll try it with more sub-spirit points, even though that means it will be really hard for me to put something useful into, or make something useful out of Nyanjun's existence here. Because I really don't want to churn too much inspiration into her. So now that I got somewhat of a understanding how these things work. I really feel like, meh, whatever. So let's just redo that, you know. So spring was wood time, wasn't it? I think so. If I'm not wrong here, that would mean that springtime would be a good time for water cultivation. I mean, there are really a lot of things happening at once right now in my head. So I'm really interested now in rebirthing more people, because I begin to understand how important rebirthing is and how it is a mechanic that influences your gameplay in a long way. Because now it's like, now I have understood what I need to do, and I have understood a lot of things that I did wrong. Not all of them, of course, but a lot of them. And now I'm all like, okay, let's get the ball rolling. Let's redo all those crappy cultivators and replace them with tier 1s. So I'm really hyped up now. And therefore, Yanyu just doesn't fit into this thing anymore, because even if I would train her more, she wouldn't be surviving attainment tribulations with that amount of chi. I'm pretty sure she won't. I mean, Jean already had trouble surviving his first tribulation with almost 500,000 chi. So, you know, with that, what could I do with her? I could wait until some other random events give her another sub-spirit. That would be an option. But at the same time, I feel like that's no use. We might as well just force the rebirth directly. But none of these things can actually happen as long as we're that hard out of money as we are right now. So first off, we need more items. So let's start smithing again. Let's craft some blades. And sew some clothes. Or, wait a sec, we can already enchant a few clothes. So, Nyanyun's path has now been decided. And it's a little bit sad that I now really have no clue how to install higher quality skills onto cultivators. I mean, I could invest more attainment into Nyanyun and try it out. I mean, at the same time, Wenfeng doesn't have enough attainment for that. Let's try it out. Maybe she can do that. No, she needs 300 attainment. Well, she's way closer to that, and wait a sec. 300 attainment. 260. Bam! I got that attainment focus. So we're going to use that. Heavenland Talisman. There we go. Oh, she got no more equipment slots. So, as a demigod, she has other needs than before. So basically her tribulation timer only starts to tick when she's moving around and doing stuff. But while she's still cultivating, the tribulation counter is just on hold. That's how it works. So, let's see. Here we go. Now we got that. And let's see if that works. Yes. So, insufficient state of primordial spirit. Okay, I just wanted to know if I needed another level of primordial spirit here, because primordial soul cultivators often have 2 stages of primordial cultivation before they turn into demigods, so it's not that problem. Now I can only assume that it's linked to the amount of sub-spirits, like, you know, how if it's a level 5, you need 5 sub-spirits. I don't know if it's working like that, but somehow I assume that's what we're talking about. So feel free to spoiler me about that in the comments down below. I really don't mind. I'd be rather happy if somebody told me what I need to perceive differently or what I'm already understanding perfectly fine, because the game doesn't really help me out here well enough. But to some degree, I really love games that don't explain themselves that directly. I'm a big fan of Cultist Simulator, and you know, there's even a similarity, Cultist Simulator, Cultivation Simulator. You get the idea. So what I'm trying to say is, Cultist Simulator is a game that's also revolving around the idea of finding out how to play the game in the first place. There are no real mechanics being explained to you. You explore the mechanics while you're playing the game, and this game follows a pretty similar rule to that, but a few things I sure don't mind if they just get explained to me. Wait a sec, that's quite powerful, isn't it? Nice. Alright, but that also means Wenfeng's whole existence is actually only based around surviving more tribulations, gathering more sub-spirits, and rebirthing after that. It's an interesting approach. So, I wonder... Ripe again in 250 autumn. Okay, we're still needing half a year more. Okay. So the tribulations go harder and harder the more often you do them, so we won't be able to do anything in that direction. I want to check out if I'm able to find some medicine for rebirthing. I mean, something less costly than the Nirvana pill. I now understood that Nirvana pills are, you know, it's cool and all, but you don't really need them that desperately like I thought I would. I understood that the point where you really want to keep the inspiration is when your build for the cultivator closes in to an end, like when you're done with 5 or 6 rebirths and you're really like, I want to try out how far I can get this time. Then you would be like, okay, let's keep the inspiration. Let's accumulate the inspiration before the next rebirth already. Such things. But I had no clue how much of a rookie my sect still is before I started to perceive the whole scope of that rebirthing mechanic. Because I'd say no cultivator that has been rebirthed at least 5 or 6 times and has attached his sub-spirits smartly is too strong. You really need that to grow strong. Because the most powerful things are these skills that have multiple stages on every law, which can only learn when you're actively following that law as your main law. And sub-spirits allow you to transfer these skills onto your next life, because you attach them to items, and then you get to keep them. Also, who has rebirth pills? I don't want to mix them myself, but you guys seem to force me to. I thought somebody here might be selling them, but doesn't seem like anybody here does sell rebirth gear. Too bad, too bad. Ooh, these guys sell Phoenix elixirs. Bane pill. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, my Earth dude was doing the medicine here in my colony. Yeah. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I got the recipe for rebirthing. I hope. Oh man, so let's start this from the beginning. Forming pills have a prism lotus included? Man, they're valuable. I had no clue. Heavenly pill. No. I got no access to these. I'm disappointed. Let's see. Pill. Haha, here we are. Forming pill. Metallic pill. Sun pill. Samsara Vitata. No, okay. We can learn that as a ritual. We don't need medicine for that. Okay. Good. If that's the case, we're going to do one thing. I'll just try out. Let's see. Artifact crafting related. These are all insufficient character stats. Seriously. Okay. Chi shield. So wait a sec. The character's state of primordial spirit. That's what I was looking for. How do I increase that? It's not... Oh, wait a sec. No. Highest spell power, that's something different. So I really got no clue what I need to do to increase the level of my primordial spirit, but what I was thinking about was quite simple. So Nyanyun ain't there yet. So I want to punch Nyanyun's attainment through 300 and just create one artifact. Just one artifact with the sub-spirit thingy. Because I really want to find out if everything works mechanically like I imagine it does. You know, right now I'm just ogling at these things and I imagine they work out like they... I imagine how they would work out, but I actually don't have a clue. So let's change that. Not having a clue is not good. But apart from that, more dark steel offcuts, please. Really like it that floorboards are so inexpensive in this game. As a long-term Rimworld player, I'm used to extreme costly floorings. But not in this game. I really appreciate that. Okay. I mean, with that amount of belief, it should be no problem for her to at least crack 300 attainment. Woo! The merchant is here! Awesome. Hi there, buddy. What up? I'm going to buy that gnarled vine. Always try to buy those spirit roots, or how they're called. The game has a yeah, spirit root. That's the way the game calls these things. So luckily Eureka pills are worth stupidly much money. So that's the spirit stones he got. And now we need to add something which is worth the 5,000 for. I mean, the thing is, we mass produce the Eureka pills at this point, so I really don't mind at all. I got 2 towns that are producing these things for me. And also we got enough black fabric to pay a lot of these things. There we go. Let's see if there's anything else I'd like to have. The Eternity Pill. I really love those. I really love to have more of those. The Shield Pills, I'm going to buy them as well, because they are just useful after all. I mean, we could create them ourselves, true, but that would also mean that we would need to spend our own resources. So here we go. Thank you, buddy. Got a few stones to spare. Piggies. Alrighty. Let's the doggo taking care of that. Wonderful. And let's go for Nyanyun's cultivation. I think the easiest way of achieving lots of attainment is just to learn the stuff here. I know that learning from the manual stand would be way more effective, but I really don't feel like doing that right now. So how much attainment does she have now? 260. Yeah, with the talisman Wenfeng has right now, we're donezo. Here we go. I really didn't want to try too hard here. I just want to record my first sub-spirit attachment, and I really gotta say, I want to here attach the sub-spirit of cultivation speed bonus on the talisman of cultivation speed bonus. Just a really simple thing, and I'm pretty sure to an experienced player it's like, no, what you doing? But I enjoy that. To experiment around with these things. Wait a sec. Oh, that was the wrong one. Here. There we go. Now we should be able to do that. Can we please turn off the dramatic music? It's just a couple of pigs. Doggo, can you please? Thank you. I'm trying to craft a sub-spirit item, not to conquer a country. So, wait a sec. Insufficient character stats. So, what kind of stats are necessary for that, though? If I only knew. Alright. Okay, so that was a useless attempt. We could go for additional small chi shield. That's absolutely not what I want, but, you know, little do I care. Let's do this on the iron sword, and I just want to know what happens when I do this. The better an item matches the character, the fewer sub-spirits it will cost. Matching is affected by the following factors: element of the item and the character, how long the item has been equipped, the state of the primordial spirit, the item tier, the power of the attached stats. Okay. There we go. Yay! A new money pill has been made. Money, money, money! Alright. Let's check this out. So, this item is now her spiritual artifact. Bestow the artifact with an additional small chi shield. Whatever. Now, I don't really see any way of checking out how that worked. But, yeah. I wonder... Yeah. That system I mean, here, attached one, level 1 appear. I feel like we do learn, we do increase the primordial spirit state by just simply attaching more and more things. I mean, I wonder... Can she discard that item? Yeah, I think she can discard that item and just re-equip a new one and reattach to the sub-spirits there. So, okay, that was a really, really theoretical episode. I enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I really... My head feels spinny right now. There, let's see what you guys have to say. Drop it into the comments down below. Can't wait to hear from you. Leave me a like or a subscribe on the channel if you enjoyed the content. I'd be more than grateful about your support. Apart from that, check out my description down below. I also stream daily, and my Twitch link goes down there. I do stream daily at 10 PM GMT+1 time zone. Maybe you want to join. Catch you there. Bye-bye.